morning. My name is Olga Natasha. I'm here at the Women Arise Conference 2025. I'm really expecting to learn from other women, to network, to be empowered.
Jerusha, I'm so happy to see you. You look lovely. Can you tell me your expectation for today's event?
Well, I was really happy when I received the invite because it's an opportunity to meet new people and to meet women in business and see how we impact each other and the environment that we're in.
Okay. Are you happy to be here?
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, what is your vibe for the day?
Well, it's about women. So I just want to network with the amazing women that are around here. And just build relationships and associate.
Hi, I'm Hayley. I'm here today at the Women Arise Conference. I'm looking forward to meeting wonderful ladies, to take everything in count of what they say, their motivations, and take that from heart and put it towards my life and to improve and empower myself.
So I see that today you are one of the speakers. What will you be talking about?
I'll be talking about kidney health. I'll be talking about breast cancer awareness. But the main thing will be on kidney health, what can you do to protect your kidneys and how people survive, how do they manage life.
So as a TV or radio host, right? And for the Women Arise 2025, if I were to ask you for a tip, what would you give me? What would you tell me?
What's that?
Keep it going.
Okay.
Keep it going. What I'm seeing here is beautiful. What I'm seeing here is the change that we've been waiting for in terms of how women collaborate, how women take up space, how women actually boldly stand out. And you can see everyone is standing out.
Yes.
We are not even shy to come here in big heads. I'm seeing people wearing bold heads, and that's what I'm loving. To say, keep it going. Remain as bold as you are. Remain as authentic as you are, and don't be shy to look good. Right? People always misinterpret beauty. And people are quick to say negative statements like beauty without brains. I mean, look at the women around here. You can tell that they have it right.
We are not here to shrink to fit the world, but we are here to ensure that the world will expand and make space for us. We are not here to shrink ourselves, but we are here to stand up tall. We are not here to compete, but we are here to co-create.
They said a woman's place is in the home, but they forgot the home is the beginning of kingdoms. That from her lap, nations learn to dream, and from her womb, legacies are born. Woman, take up your space. Not because someone left a seat for you, but because the table was never complete without you.
You've reminded us that education is not only about degrees, it's also about opening doors. It's about lifting others. It's about leaving a legacy. To every woman here, whether you're studying, working, or dreaming, remember that your voice matters, your journey is valid, and that your time is now.
I never thought I would even get a doctorate in a very male-dominated space. But what I can say that helped make my journey more bearable is that I had women who advocated for me.
I think for me personally, when I go into a room,
I cannot go into a room pretending to be anybody else.
I lost both my siblings to depression, so I suffered through grief even as I was chasing this dream. But the one thing that I will say is God really brings what you need.
When we talk about leadership, and that's why we get a lot from motivational speakers, be loud, be loud, be loud. I don't want to be loud. Be a voice. Be a voice. Because when you are loud, it's noise. But when you are a voice, you carry a message.
So the mouth is a doorway to everything. Starts with the mouth. Because when you present yourself, I'm definitely looking at your smile. And you radiate and command a room with how you look. And the first thing that people will see is definitely your mouth.
So your pelvic floor is actually like a little basket that sits on the bottom in between your two hip bones, right? And it's got a very, very important function. So the function is to keep everything inside, so all your organs where it needs to be in place, and to control your urine and your bowels. So what we see is that mostly women only discover their pelvic floors when they've had children, right? But it's so important to start beforehand. So if we can start teaching girls from a young age how the pelvic floor functions and how to manage their own pelvic floors, they'll be so much better prepared when they are pregnant and they have babies. So we don't want to start treating when we already have a problem.
Leadership is not about convenience, right? It's a conviction. We lead with our conviction. We lead with our values. We lead with our faith.
As women, we are capable of just about anything. And there is no ceiling for us if we decide to rise. There are women in this room who have risen in ways that I cannot believe, that I could never imagine. There are women who, because they rose, I looked up to them. I gave myself permission to stand here today.
So once you reach an enterprise or business,
vous êtes censé avoir certaines compétences.
You're meant to have certain competencies.
Donc, vous devez apprendre.
You need to learn.
Votre savoir-faire, vous devez apprendre.
You need to learn how to
Je dis toujours aux jeunes filles que moi j'encadre.
I always tell the young women that I mentor
qu'elles ne doivent pas chercher de raccourcis.
that they should not look for shortcuts.
Lorsque vous allez à l'école, vous devez travailler.
When you go to school, you need to work.
Believe in people development. Believe in people making mistakes, because it does happen. And when they do make mistakes, I always say to them, this person is complaining or whatnot, let's take a step back. Are they telling the truth? Are they not telling the truth?
C'est pourquoi j'insiste sur le point qu'il faut sortir de sa zone de confort.
Reason why I insist on the point that you need to come out of your comfort zone.
Qui avait déjà prévu ces choses pour moi. Aujourd'hui, j'avance parce que j'estime que j'étais encore sur le processus d'apprentissage.
Because I was still in the process of learning of apprenticeship.
Et que je devienne aujourd'hui directeur général adjoint d'une grande
entreprise. To become the deputy general director of a
Cela n'est pas tombé juste comme ça.
It did not fall on my lap.
Il fallait
de la
conversion, comprendre comment le monde évolue,
understanding how the world is
pour savoir se vendre.
To know how to sell
Sinon,
myself.
vous allez rester.
Or else you will remain
J'ai
there.
fait des études,
I did
mais je ne progresse pas.
But I'm not progressing.
Il faut avancer.
You need to move.
There's already that assumption that male resources perform better than women. So for me, as young as I was, when I started, there was already that assumption to say, okay, fine. Oh, are you? So at some point, I was treated as the admin girl. I've got so much respect for admin people, as the admin girl of the team, because by then I was not only the only girl in the team, but I was the youngest resource in the team. So it was that, and it was also knowing how to express myself, because you are in a room filled with men who are older than you, more experienced. So there's that balance of navigating between the imposter syndrome and getting yourself being heard and speak sense.
So empower those people you're going to delegate your business to, so that they can run the business the way you run the business. There will not be any gap which will be identified when you're not there. So personally, that's what I've done.
And I remember just standing there and wondering what is happening, who are these people? As I stood still, my eyes just went into slow-mo. I could just see everyone running and my ears just turned off, shut down. I couldn't hear anything anymore. And there was my village burning down right in front of my eyes.